Hair loss at a young age is probably one of the most difficult things a young man can go through, especially in your early 20s. Now, my experience started probably like many of you. A few years back, when I was about 19 or 20, I went to the barber and usually he would line up the front of my hair right there. And then one day he just pulls up my hair back and he says, "You don't have that much excess anymore of hair in the front. Like, are you sure you still want me to line it up?" I was like, what the fuck? Am I going bald? Is it happening? And I remember that day I went back home. I was like pulling back my hairline, checking my hairline, like looking up here, looking around the crown area. And I just couldn't believe it. I'm 22 years old now, so that was about 2 years ago. And when I first noticed that, I started thinking, my dad is bald, my uncles are bald, my cousins who are like 30 are bald. I was like, damn, it's all over. I'm doomed. I am going to be bald by the time I'm 24. Right now, at that time, I didn't take much action. I just kind of wanted to forget about it. I wanted to, put it under the rug. I didn't really want to accept it. I didn't want to come to terms with it, that my hair was, thin and my hairline was receding a little bit. It definitely wasn't, it wasn't obvious to other people or the people around me. If someone saw me, they wouldn't think it's receding or I'm going bald, just because I would always have my hair down. But it always stayed in the back of my mind. And more recently, I began to see the effects of the hair loss kind of speed up. So I started something new that I think is going to help everyone who watches this. Now I'm going to show you a few products and I'm going to show you what I am taking, the main source of the hair regrowth and stopping the hair fall. Once again, before I say anything, actually, this is not medical advice. I am not telling you to go try any of this. I'm not telling you to go do any of this. I'm just telling you what has been working for me and what I have been trying. I'm going to, give you updates a month from now, 2 months from now. But for right now, I'm going to show a video on screen of like what my hair is looking like before start. Actually, no, it was about a week after starting the medication. So obviously it wouldn't, the medication and everything I'm doing didn't have much of an effect. So that was kind of my starting point. And you'll be able to see if you're kind of in the same area. Now, I'm going to show you these products. I'm going to link some of them in the description, if I remember to, like the Amazon link or whatever. Some of them you need a prescription from the doctor. But before I get into that, we need to understand where this hair loss comes from. So the main cause of male hair loss is excess of the hormone DHT. This is the hormone all men have, right? But when you have it in excess, that's when it gets your ass. That's when the hair loss starts. So it affects the hair growth process, and the follicles pretty much just, they don't stay in their place as they normally would for people who don't have male pattern baldness or people who don't have high level of DHT, and then your hair just falls. Now, the solutions to hair loss that I see many people deploying is usually rosemary oil, the derma roller. These are all topical solutions. But since they are topical solutions, they're not really attacking the source of the hair loss, which is the excess levels of DHT. What I've been using for that is one medication that I got from my dermatologist. It's called dutasteride. You probably heard of finasteride before, and there's something you need to get prescribed from a dermatologist. So the process that I went through is I pretty much told my primary care doctor, hey, I feel like I'm losing my hair, whatever. Can you get me a referral to a dermatologist? He gets me the referral to the dermatologist. I had a conversation with the derma, and she recommended, hey, there's this thing that you can use. There's finasteride, there's dutasteride. Let me show you actually. Alongside with dutasteride because it lowers the DHT, so that prevents my hair from falling. But to grow more hair, I used rosemary oil before. I've used a bunch of different oils before, right? Anything you can think of. But with my hair type, it just made my scalp super oily and made my scalp super itchy. And I felt like it made a lot of hair actually fall out. So to grow the hair, I use minoxidil, but not the foam or the droplets, because those also cause me to have really itchy scalp, really flaky scalp, and my hair would be super oily. with the topical minoxidil, but there's actually a pill that you can get also prescribed from a dermatologist. So I'm telling you, you need to get that referral, right? Don't sit there in denial. Don't say I'm going to wait. Oh, it's not actually happening. Oh, I'm going to use, I see people using this little thing that they like sprinkle like that to make it seem like they have a hairline. Bro, when it comes to health or things of this nature, it's best to just go see a professional, go see a doctor and see how they can help you. So I got minoxidil in pill form, which makes it super easy to take. I never miss a day. Minoxidil grows hair. Another, advantage of taking minoxidil as a pill is that I feel like it has helped grow my beard hairs, my beard follicles as well. It made them a lot more thick, which is, it's a great extra. It also has a ton of side effects, so you need to speak with your doctor and see if you're okay with potentially getting those side effects. Me personally, in my experience with these two, I have not gotten any side effects, or I have not noticed anything thus far. So these are the two things, the main things that I'm using to stop the hair loss and then to grow the hair back. Now, on top of these two things, what I use to take care of my hair is 3 or 4 very, very simple products that I'm going to tell you about right now. Before I get into these products or anything, I just want to say I'm not sponsored by these companies. These are just things I've been using that I've seen to have, helped me along this journey that I've started recently. There's actually products I used before taking dutasteride and minoxidil pill, and they've just been great for my hair. So the first one is the shampoo. I use this right here. It is called the Brickle Daily Strengthening Shampoo. It has a ton of all natural organic ingredients. It smells fire. It smells amazing. One of the best smelling shampoos I've ever used. It's really great. It makes my hair feel clean, fresh. It got amino acids, vitamin E, protein, and apparently it thickens, strengthens, and cleanses, which I've seen, nothing bad from it. Thus far, it's been great using it. So that's what I use for shampoo. Another thing I want to say is keep your hair routine very simple. Do not put a bunch of stuff on your scalp or, a bunch of dirt, things that are going to cause a lot of dirt and build up on your scalp, because that's only going to prevent new hair follicles from growing out. So I use a brush. Also, it's just a normal soft bristle brush I got from Amazon. It was like $3. The great thing about this is it's good to kind of stimulate that hair growth. Another thing that I use is just a basic conditioner, which I got right here. It's for curly hair, moisturizing conditioner. It's got good ingredients, none of that really fake shit that causes hair loss, or none of those ingredients that cause hair loss. I've seen great things with it. It smells fire. And this one I actually got from Ulta, but it's pretty expensive over there, so definitely get it off Amazon. I'm gonna try to find it and put the link down below. So that's shampoo and conditioner and brush it in, right? Then after I shower, I don't use a thick product. Do not use pomade, gel. All that's going to cause a bunch of buildup and gunk on your scalp. I use something like this. It's like a spray. It's great for curly hair, pretty much, and it's really light. So it's just like spray. It's not gonna build up on your scalp. Keeps my hair looking bright and vibrant, and I feel like it gives volume, definition, eliminates frizz, and it keeps my hair looking pretty wet, which I think is fire. I like that a lot. So those are the two things I use during the shower and after the shower. But another thing I forgot to mention is before I use a definition hair mask. Another, simple thing. I picked this up from Ulta. Probably can find it on Amazon. Try to find that, link it for y'all down below. This is once a week type of thing. Use this once a week before showering. Let it stay in your hair for a little bit. And then when you get in the shower with the shampoo and conditioner and the brush, you should wash it right off. The good thing about this, it doesn't have, parabens, silicone, phthalates, whatever that shit is. All the bad stuff, pretty much. It's a pretty clean and good product. So that's it. That's all I use for extra products. Now, if you're someone out there who wants to use rosemary oil or, those oils, if they work for you, keep using it. I'm not telling you not to, but the main idea of this is go speak to a dermatologist. There is a solution for this. I'm going to keep you guys updated with my hair growth journey and how the 2 pills, minoxidil and dutasteride, how well they work, and how much hair I can grow with them. The other thing is that I recommend is keeping your hair short, because having long hair, and I noticed this a lot when my hair was a lot longer, I would see that a lot more of my hair would come out, and a lot of it would break. So when you have longer hair, it causes more breakage versus shorter hair, where you trimmed all the tips. You got no split ends. It's what they call it, split ends, and your hair is less prone to breaking. Another extra is use like a silk pillowcase, just for overall good, hair care. I'm telling y'all, there is hope. Do not lose hope. You're not gonna be bald. You're not gonna be a 20-year-old baldy. Don't worry, I got you. I'm gonna leave all the links in the description and follow along for the journey.